Alright, so for this 4th of July, I personally walked to Sony headquarters, wherever the fuck that is, and I went to their CEO and I said, "Hello, Mr. Sony CEO." He didn't really understand what I was saying because he speaks Japanese. So I went up to his translator and I told his translator, I said, "Mr. Translator, you must tell the Sony CEO that if Bungie does not make a Linux build for Marathon and Destiny 2, I will personally gut the company." And so he spoke in his weird moonroom kind of language to, to the Sony CEO, and kind of started shivering a bit. He was like, and then, but he did it. He decided to get the company for like the third fucking time. So just like I know I'm making a joke here, but we do need to sacrifice these anti-Linux gaming companies to the gaben volcano. And this is so that we can have a bountiful harvest of Linux-compatible titles, either using, Steam Runtime or Valve's Proton, their wine fork. And I think that's really just the future of gaming. I think, honestly, if you're going to be anti-Linux, you better get the fuck off Steam. So that we can aim for a 100% Steam Deck, Steam Machine compatibility. I don't want to... So the reason why I don't say, I want Steam Deck compatible games is because the Steam Deck is a product, And I don't own a Steam Deck. So what you can do, and what's been proposed is... Okay, well, we'll allow Steam Deck players to play the game, but we won't have a generic Linux build. So even if you're using, Bazzite or CachyOS or Secure Blue like I am, Artix, Arch, fucking Ubuntu, whatever the fuck you're using, you're probably not using SteamOS. That's the point, is if you're on Linux, you're probably not a SteamOS user. And this is important because if they decide to start supporting only Steam Deck and Steam Machine or only SteamOS, then you run into another issue where there's less Linux adoption and there's more SteamOS adoption. And that's not cool either. So you definitely do not want to support companies that only support Steam Deck, because it sounds cool from all these people that, only own a Steam Deck and that's their only Linux experience, but that really sucks for the broader Linux community, because then that sets a precedent that, you have to buy this Valve product or you have to custom build a Steam machine in order to run these titles, and that doesn't get you anywhere. You're still running a product operating system. Sure, it's open source, although Steam itself isn't. So, you've already accepted some proprietary software, but you also don't want to have to accept, Windows or Mac OS on your computer, or Android, or whatever the fuck something other than, desktop Linux, basically. So, it's important to remember that while we do need to sacrifice these companies so that we can achieve 100% Steam, Proton compatibility, we also need to keep in mind that the fight doesn't end at the Steam Deck. The Steam Deck is a convenient scapegoat for companies to go for, and they're like, oh, if we support Linux, so what if we just support the Steam Deck? And it's that's not cool. You don't wanna just support the Steam Deck. You wanna support all Linux users. And personally, I don't care if they're cheating. These games have rampant cheaters anyways. It doesn't help. Let's be real. So happy July 4th, guys. That's my small topic for the day. It's just, yeah, I'm glad. It's hard not to celebrate when an anti-Linux gaming company gets butchered. I don't really give a fuck about 300 jobs, It's fuck you, get another job. I've been without a job for so fucking long. It's not even fucking funny. I don't care about your wife, I don't care about your kids, I don't care about your fucking house. I don't care about you. If you're anti-Linux, I do not care about you. You have picked the wrong company to support. You get to die along with the captain of your ship. Get fucked, fuck you, fuck everything. Go America. Sweet. Bye.